Hi, I'm Ruth Weisberg, a former Miss Philadelphia, and joining me today is Kara McCollum, Miss New Jersey 2013. Now, while neither of us won Miss America, we did win the Booby Prize, and we're here today to talk about that.
The real prize. This will last much longer than the crown.
Yes, it certainly will. So I would like to say you're a lady in waiting. From training bras to training to be Miss America, it felt like you were waiting for the next big thing, right?
Oh, forever. Yeah. I was like, oh, maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'll move up from my trainer bra. And it never happened for me. And I kept waiting and waiting, and I got tired of waiting. So here we are.
Yeah, there she is, and there they are.
There she is.
And there they are. It's interesting. When we think about the Miss America pageant system, we were both in it, Kara.
Right.
Okay, you look at their bios. You can't believe these women exist. They're so accomplished academically, with their civic involvement, with their philanthropic causes, with their platforms. And yet through it all, while you were brimming with confidence, and let's mention that you were a Princeton University grad as well, deep down inside, a little voice was going, I can't believe I'm here. It's like, what? With all you accomplished, yet you felt like there was something missing.
See, I think it's different being on this side, I guess, of the stage, because you think about all of the women in the audience or sitting at home watching you prance around on national television in your bathing suit. And I'm part of the problem, I guess, of why women feel bad about their bodies, or they're sitting there thinking, oh, I wish I looked like that. And it's bizarre. I would like to tell people that I was feeling the same way, or I was also experiencing all of these insecurities. And I think that's something that people sitting at home don't realize, is that, we come across as very confident, secure women, but at the same time, I was insecure about my body and still flaunting it on television, but that was something I was dealing with on the inside.
And yet pageant contestants go through sometimes hilarious and heroic measures to achieve that. Remember, there she is, Miss America, your ideal. That's right there in the song lyrics.
Right.
So you went through some incredible measures to achieve this silhouette that you really, really wanted to have naturally, didn't you?
It's hard work. Yeah. Beauty is pain, they say, and it's true. I mean, and you go through the fake eyelashes and the hair extensions and, tuck this and glue that to your butt. But, nobody really knows what all goes into this flawless woman who is supposed to look like it's so effortless. And, at the end of the day, that's just not the case.
And you feel like it's like, who am I really? You're projecting this persona to the world, and yet inside you feel like there's something else. So this is something that's been circulating in your craw for a good long time. What was the tipping point for you to go, that's it, I'm done with chicken cutlets, and we don't mean lunch either. Okay, you do the math. Okay, we're done with chicken cutlets and drawing the eyeshadow and doing duct tape and doing all these crazy measures. What was the tipping point for you to go, I'm going to do something affirmative and proactive about this?
Wow, well, since I guess I was probably like 12 or 13, I was like, okay, now I'm going to get boobs. And I was so excited, and it didn't happen. And then I was 18 and I was graduating from high school. I begged my father. He said no, that was not what he wanted for me. But it was something that has been in my mind for that long, since I was in high school, before I ever dreamed of competing in pageants. And then, I left home and I went to Princeton to get my education, because at the end of the day, that was far more important to me than, looks or anything like that. But then I competed in Miss New Jersey, kind of on a whim, and I won. And then I competed in Miss America, and I didn't win, but it kind of opened my mind to, what other girls my age who were also driven, ambitious, involved women. And they're very intelligent, which I don't think you realize being one of us. But I don't think a lot of people give us the credit that we deserve for being quite the intelligent women that we are. But I also saw all of the, the plastic surgery that goes on that we don't really like to talk about, but it's there. It does exist. And it was kind of like, it was okay for me to do it too, because, well, everyone was doing it. But not only that, I was done competing when I did make the decision, and there wasn't any pressure from anyone else, certainly not from my family, not from the organization. I was retired from pageants, and I was just thinking I would like for my body, I would wear all of the push-up bras and, get the duct tape and draw on the eyeshadow. And I was just tired of it. I wanted to look like that without all of the, the smoke and mirrors. So I just decided I'm going to do it. And I talked about my body insecurities, and it's not like, breast augmentation fixes everything and I'm miraculously a new woman, but I stand up straighter, and I had good posture before, because everyone knows that if you pull your shoulders back, it makes your boobs look bigger. But now it's just from some inner confidence that I found after getting my breast augmentation. So it really has done not miracles, but it's done a lot for my self-confidence.
You know what? The confidence is there. It's almost like a dirty window. If you clean it up a little bit, it shines through. So the confidence carrot was always there. It just needed the actual window dressing to complete
a little
that.
Help.
Well, we're both befores and afters, and I'm on the other side because you were just in your career starting out. I had my kids already. And I said, you know what? I'd like to get my shape back. Things got back, or they just kind of redistributed. And it's, again, you just wanted to look in proportion with the rest of you.
Right.
And what a world of differences it's made.
Right.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to anyone who says that they regret getting it done. I think people say, I wish I would have done it sooner.
That's the only regret. I wish,
absolutely.
If I hear any regret, it's I wish I'd done it sooner, and all the misconceptions out there are not so. You can get back to business. You were making appearances within a week, weren't you?
I was. I want to say it was a little less than a week. So I got the surgery done, and then within the weekend I was going out and I was making school visits with little kids, and no one knew, because I went from having this bombshell adds 2 cups bra to actually having, the real 2 cups. So it wasn't like there was some massive, appalling difference. People didn't really notice, because then it was just, I guess, natural. It wasn't the actual padding. And so I was back on the job within a couple of days.
Well, let me put you on the spot here, because people wouldn't know the before you from the now you, because of all the dramatic endeavors that you did to get the look versus what Dr. Ted did, in the operating room. Why are you so public and visible and vocal about it when people wouldn't even know the difference if you didn't even tell them about it?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I think it's funny. Girls say like, oh my gosh, your boobs look amazing in that dress. I'm like, it's not the dress, it's the boobs. Yeah. But I think because we do go through so much as young girls, and not just pageant contestants. I mean, young girls go through a lot for their appearance, and nobody finds anything wrong with, I have on fake eyelashes, or I clip hair to my own hair, or I, any of the spray tans or anything that girls go through. And there seems to be some sort of taboo about breast augmentation. And I don't think it's some major moral dilemma. I think it's one way that I can feel better about my own body. I wear my body differently now than I did a couple months ago, and I'm more confident, and I feel more confident in my actions and how I interact with other people. And do I recommend that everyone needs to go out and get a boob job? No, but if you are insecure in your body, then it's worked for me, and I'm so happy that I did it.
And you know what, Karen? The confidence is there. It just doesn't need all the other scaffolding.
Right. Right. I don't have to try as hard now.
And it's funny. And because you're so unabashed and open and honest, that people ask, it's like, oh, no. It's like, yes, I own this. Yes. Yeah.
Well, that's one thing that I have learned, is to be proud of your body, and now I feel like I am as beautiful on the outside as I try to be on the inside, just kind of matching that up. And I'm not ashamed. I am proud of my body and what it has become.
One of the things you said is that when you went to Dr. Ted for your initial consultation, you knew immediately that he was the right fit for you. As a doctor. What was it about that consultation? Because for every one of you, Kara, there's probably easily 20 more behind you that only wishes they could do what you did. So the choices are out there. What was it about that experience that made you feel like, I'm doing the right thing with the right surgeon?
Right. So for those 20 women who are watching this right now, who are thinking, I've always wanted to do it too, but I've never, actually gone in for the first consultation, do it, because I promise you will not regret it. He was so professional and respected me so much that I immediately felt comfortable, because I feel like especially girls my age, you're going in and you're a little nervous and you're not sure if this is a step you want to take or if this is the doctor that you want to take the step with. And I was immediately comforted by his level of professionalism. I was not nervous. I was not anxious. I didn't feel uncomfortable with him, and it made all the difference.
And what's really wonderful is not only the consultation in the office, but the level of professionalism and competence you get in the OR. So it makes a world of difference, doesn't it?
Right, absolutely. And it was kind of like the whole process of picking out the size that I wanted was like window shopping, and it was very much customized to what I was looking for. And I felt immediately that we were on the same page. What I wanted was what he, wanted for me. And, he wasn't pushing something and, he reined me in if I was, way out of line. And it was something that was very customized to my body. Not some ideal of what the perfect woman looks like, but what my perfect body could look like.
Exactly right. There's no more pushing agendas
right.
from a surgical perspective, and no more pushing stuff into your bra anymore.
Right. I was very comfortable with, with the size that I had picked because I felt like it was very proportionate to my body.
So what are you doing now? What's your next best thing now?
Now that I'm retired, life after the crown.
This is what retirement looks like.
Yeah. I've been put to pasture. Yeah. I have 1 year left of school, so I'll go back to Princeton the fall and finish up my senior year.
Well, wonderful. I'm here with Kara McCollum, Miss New Jersey 2013. And we are literally singing our praises to Dr. Ted Eisenberg for the wonderful work he did. If this is the Booby Prize, I'll have what she's having. Thank you so much.